Hi, I'm Angela Harmon. Here's my ID, and I'm going to show you how to work out the problem. So the problem we're given here is y equals -7 cosine 5x minus pi over 4. So if we look over here, our original formula is a cosine bx plus c. So this would be a, this would be b, and this would be c. So to start off with, we want to find our amplitude. So our amplitude is the absolute value of a. So that would be, in this case, 7. For period, we do 2 pi over b. And so in this case, it would be 2 pi over 5. For our displacement, we would do -c over b. And so that would be pi over 4 divided by 5. And the way you would solve that, you would keep, change, flip, and you would get an answer of pi over 20. So you're going to save this for later. So now we're going to find what number we're going to use to help us find x values. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to take our period divided by 4. So simplifying, you'll get 2 pi 5 times 1/4, which equals out to be 2 pi 20, and that simplifies to pi over 10. Alright, so using this number, we're going to add to this. So our first point will start out as that, and then when we add it, so we're going to times this by 2, so our denominators match up. So it'd be 2 pi over 20, which equals out to be 3 pi over 20. And so that'll be our second point, or second x. And so if you keep adding the number you get by pi over 10, the next few you should get is, the third one you should get is pi over 4, and then the fourth one should be 7 pi over 20, and then for the fifth one, you should get 9 pi over 20. Now, those are going to be all your x's. So to find your y's, you would just plug in your x's into your equation up here. And so when you do that, so let's say for the first one, we have, let's see, if we do negative cosine 5, the first one was over 20 minus pi over 4. That should give you negative 7. And so if you keep plugging those in, the second one, you'll get 0. Third one, you'll get 7. Fourth, you'll get 0. And then fifth, you'll get 7. So these are going to be your y's. Now, if we start putting this together on a graph, I'm going to go ahead and put 7 here, 7 up here, negative 7. Nope, wrong, sorry. That's negative 7, and this is positive 7. Now I'm going to put my x's. Then the next one is, it was 3 pi over 20. Then my third one was pi over 4. Fourth one was 7 pi over 20. And fifth one was 9 pi over 20. All right, so those are the x's I found. And so if I look over here at what my y's should be, that's how I can graph them out. So how I found out where the line crosses over the y is I plugged in 0 for x. So I did negative cosine 5 times 0 minus pi over 4. And so that gave me, just by rounding up, that gave me negative 5. So our line is going to cross over at negative 5. All right. And so let's see, let's plot these first. So this is our first one. So our first one is going to start at negative 7. Our second one is going to start at 0. Our third one is going to be 7. Our fourth, back down to the 0. Our fifth, back down here. So it'll kind of look like this. And that is how I found the graph. Thank you.